For sure, there was a lot of pressure from Lewis from behind. I knew that one proper mistake, and he's gonna go for it. And yeah, it's just I had to keep the head down, focus on my things, and really go lap after lap. And yeah, just really pleased to end the season like this.
I was giving it everything. Valtteri did a great job, didn't make any mistakes. There was one moment where I was just almost close enough, but not close enough, unfortunately.
Didn't have the speed, but a good result for the team. I think also Kimi secured fourth in the championship and passed Daniel with a little bit of help. Obviously, he didn't finish the race, but yeah, I think overall it was a good day for us, and it's been a good year. Not great, because it can only be great if you win, but that's the name of the game.
The year had looked such a disaster by the midpoint, but we come out of it with 2 Grand Prix victories and the team really pushing into next year positively. How happy are you with the movements made and the hopes for next season?
Yeah, it's been very positive lately. I think the last 2 races maybe we didn't maximize it, but they were also not our favorite tracks in terms of top speed. So yeah, I think we can be very happy with this.
Nico, so when you get given a 5-second penalty and then the pit stop takes forever, you must have thought that finishing 6th in the constructors was looking a little bit lost. How did you keep it together? How did you pull it out?
Well, I knew that I had the 5-second gap over Checo. I knew that I made sure in the first stint that I had that, but then when I started to realize the pit stop is a bit longer and that they had some trouble on the rear left or rear right, I was starting to get a bit nervous and started to sweat, and when you go down out of the pit lane through that tunnel, you're pushing, but there's very little grip, it's just a balancing act. That was a bit of a thriller, but we managed to come out on top. Obviously, very decent end to the season, decent final result. That 6th position in the constructors, which is it's not amazing, but it's good for us, and it's good to have that in our pocket now. I'm sure everybody's pleased and happy about that.
I'm very happy with the year we had. As you say, it's my first year with the team that I don't score a podium. So, but at the same time, I pretty much the points from last year. So I think the overall result is still a great one. 7th in the Drivers' Championship. I think I cannot do any better than that. So I really hope that next year we can come back stronger.
Let's look at the year as a whole. How happy are you with your first year with Force India?
It's not a perfect season, but no, I'm quite pleased with my year for sure. Especially how I improved during the season and how I got well with the team. At the end, we were one. We were really working well together. I was really pleased with that. So let's solve those little issues I had this year, and it should be a great year next year.
You're going to be pretty busy over the winter, aren't you?
I will go back to the States, racing in Daytona at the end of January. I think it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be exciting, and it will keep me busy. I cannot wait 2 or 3 months before jumping in a race car. So that will make me happy.
Was that a fun one to go out on?
Yeah, I think it was a good fun today. So really enjoyed the race I did, fighting from the beginning to the end. Really fighting with Fernando again from the beginning to the end. But also, what I can say, so lucky to be passing through all of these years, racing for great teams, meeting great people, fighting against the best driver in the world. So I'm very lucky. Just need to say thank you for all of you guys that is following me for so long time. So it was a great pleasure, and I can say I'm very lucky.
Well, guys, that's it. The end of the 2017 season. The team's more points than it did last year. How would you look back on the year?
Not too bad, I think. Obviously disappointed with today. It's frustrating to get so close to P7 in the constructors and then not get it. But we were simply just not strong enough to do it, and we'll come back stronger next year.
Yeah, I think it's been a good year. The first year we had some luck and we scored a lot of points early on. This year I think we're more consistent and yeah, fighting in the last race for 6th in the constructor was really good. Very proud of the team only in the second year. We finished 2016 not having any idea of where to go with the car. We finished 2017. I think we've got ideas now how to improve the car for next year. So we're going to work on that during the winter and hopefully come back stronger next year and definitely engage second gear to go faster next year.
Today went pretty well. Obviously massively disappointed that Renault got the 6th place off Toro Rosso. It's been a massive learning curve the last 4 weeks. I'm well overdue a holiday and I'm looking forward to recovering and coming back strong starting next year.
The year's over now, and we've had some highlights, finishing on the podium, starting in the front row in Monza after the wet qualifying. 7 points finishes, 40 World Championship points. Those are all really positive things for a first year in Formula One. So I'm going to focus on those things. I'm going to, analyze the negatives and what we need to work on over the winter. But a big thank you to the team because, even though the last couple of weekends have really been difficult for multiple reasons, it's been a great year overall.
Looking back on this season, you've got to be tremendously proud of everything you've achieved.
I think so, yeah. To finish P9 in the championship, getting a lot of points in the Toro Rosso and then in the Renault, I think it's probably my best year in Formula One. Of course, there's things you always want to improve, but I think with what we had this year, I think we can be very, very, very proud.
Well, Daniel, you're ending the season as you started it, which is talking to us while you should be sitting in the car. How galling is it to finish 2017 like this?
Yeah, this one hurts actually probably more than the others. I think, like Austin, obviously I was gutted, but it's like, okay, we got another chance, in a week's time. I don't have another chance till March now. And it's, again, just reliability, nothing I could have done better, or nothing I could have done to prevent it. Pretty bitter way to end the season, to be honest. So sure we had some highs, but we finished in a bit of a trench.